But let's get into this term 2 update, shall we? Before we get into the term 2 update, just want to recap term 1 right quick. My children are right there. So, you're going to hear life, and that's fine.
Hey, how y'all doing? I hear you're part of my mom's fan club.
Well, no. Okay. That was not prompted. Okay, so term 1, this is our first time doing terms ever. We completely revamped all I plan to do for homeschool this year. In March, we changed it all around, and it's been fantastic. It has been so good. We have gone slower. We have read aloud. We've had more fun. We've done poetry tea time. I'm just so fulfilled. It delights me. We've been able to pursue passions. I'm over the moon. I'm thrilled. Thus, why I'm so excited to show you all term 2. Yes, you saw all those books, and we're about to show you how we're going to break it down right quick, right fast. Okay, so let's start with literature. So for literature, what we did in term 1, which I will continue, is we had a family read aloud, and then each kid had an individual book study. So this is our family read aloud for this year. This is the illustrated version. I have the regular one on hold at the library just to kind of compare the two. And then I am pairing this with a social emotional feelings component. And so these are the books we will be using for those. So each week we will read a portion of The Wizard of Oz, and then we will study a certain facet and read, these picture books that are from Lay Library. Okay, and then my oldest will also be going through this. Okay, so that is our family literature study. I also, from the library, got the audiobook for our term 1 read aloud, which was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I read 2 chapters, and then we listened to the audio of 2 chapters.
Yeah, there's an audio. Take that.
The Wizard of Oz is a little bit shorter, so we'll see. I don't know. It depends on life, but I love having that flexibility in the medium to consume content. Okay, so this is social and emotional, and then our family read aloud. Coincidentally, we will finish this during our transition week, which is our last week, which is the week before Thanksgiving. And y'all know what comes out on the 22nd.
Term 3. After Thanksgiving.
Term 3 starts the week after Thanksgiving. Yes.
That's true. Yeah. How do you know that?
And then for each of them are going to be studying poetry, and each week their literary mechanic will be the same. We're just going to do it in different ways. So my oldest has this reading plan, and then my youngest, can y'all see my tabs?
Nope.
Each week we'll have a poem from, y'all can see both. Okay. Door of No Return by Kwame Alexander is for my oldest. And then we have Out of Wonder, poem celebrating poets, Kwame Alexander, and other poets too. Chris Cotterly and Marjorie Wentworth, boys. Thank you. And then we have Poetry for Young People by Langston Hughes. I actually have 2 copies of these. Don't ask me why, but I do. So each week, so our term is 6 weeks. So each week there are reading portions, writing, discussion questions, all of that stuff. And I will show you the companion that I made to go with this for James. Okay, so to go with the Door No Return for my oldest, and I just printed this cover from Canva. He will read the selection from here. There will be a comparison poem, right? And then a poem writing prompt and a art activity extension. So for each one, I just put it all in here, compiled and ready to go for him. And for my oldest one, it'll be a little bit more narration based and discussion questions. Sorry, I don't know where my mom is. Also for my youngest, and I don't know if y'all have ever heard of these books. At our library, they're called a Wonder Book. So it is the book that reads to you. So my youngest will be doing Because of Winn-Dixie, the Wonder Book version, and it will have like activities, character discussion questions, all of that jazz. We did not do this for him for term 1, so we're gonna see how it works out in term 2. So that's their individual literature. Okay, geography. We are studying North America, Canada, and the United States. We are not doing like Middle America, Mexico right now, or Greenland. There's a reason for that. Just go with me, okay? So this is my oldest geography read. He started this in term 1. You can see the bookmarks, and then he will complete it in term 2. And again, it's just another book study. You have discussion questions, mystery elements, and then we have some math work and national park fun research as far as, and then like ranger research, things native to that area, all of those stuff. This is more so to also like hone in on his like personal interest and stuff as well. And then we have all of these resource books. Okay, some are from the library, some I own. I'm just gonna show you them. So in term 2, we will get into Canada and Alaska. Ooh. And these are for like the entire year and more, not just term 2. So I'm just showing y'all what's in the geography bin. It's a big book, okay? It's a great book, but it's big. For your children of Google Maps, we have these 2. Oh.
Why'd you have to take my desk?
Okay. That, what did I just do? Geography. Blessed be. That's also a family subject, FYI. History. We are doing American history. So we just started our civics unit. That will culminate the week of Super Tuesday. And here are some of the books we will be, please stop. We will be using for that. And we have, again, even today, we had like so much discussion. We're looking up articles to see how the Constitution is still used, all of that jazz, a lot of cause and effect. I'm feeling really good about it. And this is, I would like to do civics every year. I haven't figured out how just yet. Bless the Lord for time. But I would like to do it every year. So this is just what we are doing right now, and I don't know how we will revisit it. But for our history component, so for my oldest, he also started this book as well. And this was my mistake. I assumed that because this was for young people, it would be very broad, and you know, it's not. It's dense, it's deep in a very, 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 very good way. And so I decided to redo it. Instead of making it 6 weeks, I'm gonna make it 12 weeks. So he will be doing this. There's timeline, cause and effect, nonfiction text feature analysis. That's your cause and effect, right? Like fun, hands-on projects, all that jazz. This is what Jude will be doing, going through. We've got crafts, comparative analysis, other picture books to go through it with. And that's history. Okay, so for science, we are doing chemistry from elemental science. And so these are I think they're called like crunch packs, something like that. I can't remember. It's like these science chunks. That's what they're called, science chunks. So it's like these little units. And we are doing the 4 that are chemistry. We just finished matter. We are going into atoms and molecules, and the periodic table, and then acids and bases. These are our like spine books that we are using for those. And then for this unit, I got some additional books from the library, and I still have more to pick up. And then my kids each have like their own little science read. So in the elemental science, like it gives you the breakdown on like you can do it, you know, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. We do it twice, and because we are home more, it can go slower. We just have more time to ingest and digest the content, and more ways to learn it and compare it. So then my oldest is reading this. He started it in term 1, and so he'll finish it in term 2, a chapter a week. And this is more like vocabulary, again, more nonfiction text feature analysis, some easy and like no prep demonstrations here, and vocabulary. And then this is for my youngest, and it'll be the same, just like on their level. And again, this book is going to go through all of term 2. So you can see all those words on like 1 page, right? That's a lot. So this entire book will go through term 2 for him. And that is science. I know y'all are looking at this like, that's a lot of daggone books. And you know what? It is. It is. But, and if I can be honest, these are really the only books that we are going to read all of. Again, a lot of those other books are references, key points, and it's not all in one day or all in one time, all in one format even. And again, this worked really well for term 1. Really well. Like my kids said today, like I'm excited for term 2, and that just delighted me. Bless my whole little heart. Okay, so the other subjects are math. Sorry, I'm looking at my kids' learning cards. I'll show you. Okay, so that's what I was looking at, my kids' learning cards, to make sure I didn't miss anything else there. Okay, so for ELA, my oldest is doing Grammar Galaxy, which we are really enjoying. And I paired that with a grammar curriculum I made based on his interests. It's called Editor in Olympus. And it's just like on Fridays, there's a grammar mechanic. and it is paired with a part of a myth from around the world. And he is the editor and has to find the error of the grammar mechanic that we learned about, and then to work on some sentence construction. I just got this over.
I thought it was Jude's.
I just bought that. Okay. I just got that off Teachers Pay Teachers. I think it was like $8 or something, maybe.
Why are you whispering?
For my youngest.
His name's Jude, you know. And say that loud and proud.
Say it loud and proud. Okay. He is doing all about.
He said Jude.
Jude is doing all about reading. And a little bit of right brain reading. And then for math, we switched to Math UC very early in term 1. And we will continue with that. So that is it for what we're doing for term 2. I have really good feelings. I was going to say I have high hopes, but I don't think that adequately expresses my sentiments. I have really good feelings of joy and welcoming it. I have built-in methods to care for myself and work through healing me. Like this term, I have been able to exercise more, drink more water, do more self-care, clean my house more, which I know for some people it don't matter. It is a trigger for me. Okay, it's a trigger for me. So it's just been great. I don't know how many of you all engage. I think it's called Sabbath schooling. I'm sure there's another term for it. Okay. But I don't know how many of y'all engaged in it. I don't know what tips, tricks, or whatever else y'all have. But your girl is open to them. Open to them. Like a whole lot. And also, my disclaimer, I don't want y'all to see what I do and feel like y'all aren't doing enough. I've been there. There's a trap. You're doing the best you can with what you have. And, you know, keep doing that. What I have or what I had changed. And that's okay. So I'm doing the best with what I have now, not with what I had previously. Okay. Okay. As of yet, Play-Doh is still going good. We don't have any issues. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to put together the kids' book bins for term 2 and finish up some prep activities, because with our civics, we're also going to do a little lap booking. And we will continue the notebooking with science and geography.
I think you're pushing it down.
Yeah. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That was a lot of books. It was a lot of words. If you have any questions, as always, ask them away. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. Yeah, but I think that's it. I will talk to y'all later.